What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. This thing looks pretty legit. We got a new electric fireplace review. It's been in the works for quite a while. I'm super excited about it. I've been anxiously awaiting this. No, it's not the Dimplex Ignite Bold, but it's something pretty stinking cool. I think you guys are gonna like it a lot. What's up with this case, man, that it came in? I need like some snips or something. Knife me. Okay, got it. All right, you guys ready? It's like a treasure chest, Elijah said. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's open it up and find out what's inside. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Just in case, extra zip ties. You never know when you're gonna need them. Wonder what these are for. All right, so what we have here, this is a new brand that is called Net Zero. So it's a new brand that we've been working with them for a while now, been in communications with this brand. And the whole concept behind Net Zero Fire is to get away from any sort of use of fossil fuels. So they won't be burning natural gas, they won't be burning wood, obviously. So this is either all electric. They have some cool new biofuel stuff that they've launched that we'll be reviewing as well. But this is their electric fireplace. They call it the Waterplace. Waterplace is what it's called. Just me. Nothing against the product or anything. Don't know if I love the name Waterplace, but that's just me. So instead of fireplace, it's like a water place. Get it? So you guys know the other fireplaces that we sell that use water is the Dimplex Opti-myst. So this is gonna be a competitor of the Dimplex Opti-myst, but supposedly better. I'm really anxious to see if it is or not, because that's gonna be the trick, is if this guy is actually better or not. I do like this big old wooden crate. I think that's definitely handy if you're gonna, just a lot less chance of shipping damage, which is nice. All right, so we got a media tray here, it looks like. Okay, so right off the bat, the Dimplex Opti-myst has one strip of LED lights. This has two, and there's a reason for that. So right off the bat, I noticed a ton of differences out of the box. Now, let's go over here and look. So this is right now, the only water fireplace that we sell is the Dimplex Opti-myst. It's a huge success. It's one of our absolute best sellers. We sell a ton of them. So the question is, we are gonna kind of do a versus video. The new Net Zero fireplace or the Waterplace versus the Dimplex Opti-myst. What are the differences? Should you really switch to another brand when the tried and true works so well? I'm kind of curious myself to find out. So let's talk about install options first between the two models, break those down. So the way the Dimplex units work is you can buy them. This is a 20-inch model. The Dimplex you can buy in a 20-inch or 40-inch. So this little bar right here is a 40-inch model. And they're cassettes, that's what they call them, is cassettes that you can drop into. We built it into the wall. An alternative install option is you can buy a complete firebox that they sell with a built-in heater. And those Dimplexes come in a 40 and a 60-inch. Now the 60-inch model uses a 40-inch and a 20-inch cassette on the inside, and then you have a full glass box that you can install either as a single-sided unit or a see-through unit. One of the things when you're building in the cassettes by themselves is you need some sort of airflow in the wall so it can pull air to the fireplace itself. All right, let's talk about the differences that you get with Net Zero. Net Zero is similar in the sense that they have a 20-inch and a 40-inch sort of insert, but what's really cool is they also offer a 60-inch, so you don't have to combine a 40 and a 20 together. You can just buy a 60-incher. Just like the Dimplex, how we have this whole line here, they can be combined together to create, I think, up to 20 feet long if you wanted to. But what's really cool with the Waterplace is they offer a lot of variation, and shown some overlays of this, of the boxes themselves. So if you do a 60-inch insert, your viewing area as your window is actually 72-inch. So really you can do a 72-inch fireplace with a 60-inch flame versus their 60-inch box. So you get a little bit bigger viewing area. So the box goes up to 72 inches instead of 60. And what's really cool is you can do see-through, peninsula, open corner, both corners open, single-sided. So a lot more flexibility on the install options. So I think this guy's gonna give you a lot more flexibility from an install standpoint, which is really cool, especially if you're building them in like this. Now, let's talk about operation. So it does come with its own little transformer, it looks like, that you can just plug right in. The instructions did say that if you're building it in and it's concealed, you're definitely gonna want an outlet to where you can plug that in too as well. So then the outlet has to be accessible, otherwise I think you have to hardwire it or something like that. It does come with the media tray, so here we can do crushed glass, logs, things like that. We're gonna get to logs and media options in a minute. Some really cool stuff with that, I know, that are super cool. But let's show you the insides here. So here's our control panel. We have our on-off switch here. So there, it turns it on. We do not have any water in it yet, so we're gonna video that. Here is our water reservoir. What's really, really cool, and again, this is gonna be different. We have 3 different ways to keep water in here. One, we can use a funnel and fill this up, and I think it's gonna send water into this section here, and then you gotta top it off again. So that's one way. Now again, we are gonna keep comparing this to the Dimplex because it's the first fireplace I've seen that's actually comparable to the Opti-myst, so we gotta go back and forth between the two. The Dimplex, again, has tanks. You've seen it in my other videos. It has water tanks in here. You fill them up pretty much the same way. The tank is actually removable instead of like that one. Then you can take it to like a water softener area or something like that. Fill it up that way. Now there's also a hard plumb option. Looks like here is a water plumb option as well. So you can hard water or hard line this. And again, the Dimplex is the same way. So far, pretty much the same. They have a really, really cool third feature. And I didn't know it had this, but it has a built-in pump to be able to fill this up if you don't have the ability to hard line it. Now, why is that important? Here's why it's important. For example, here's our Opti-myst setup, and this is a problem with the Opti-myst, is we have a super contemporary ember bed here, so we have all this crushed glass, and we kind of cleared this out of the way to demonstrate. If you needed to refill your tanks, the only way to do it is to clear out all the crushed glass and then lift this up, and we have it hard watered, but you would have to grab your tank out of here, then put your media tray back down. See, I'm having problems. Make sure your crushed glass is out of the way, and then put your crushed glass back. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not doing that. There's no way, not happening. That's just annoying. You're gonna get 4 to 6 hours on an Opti-myst tank. They're saying, double check me on this, auto correct me if I'm wrong. They're saying 20 hours. That's impressive. We'll see if that's true or not. And then with this pump, what you can do is instead of removing your media tray, all you have to do is there's this little tab here. So we pop this off. You can probably just leave it off, but it's a little stopper. Then what you do, we're gonna test it this way because there's no water in it. So I thought, you know what the heck. So comes with this hose, you put it here. I think you hold this in for 5 seconds. So this will just auto stop when it's done, supposedly. So it's doing something. I don't know what, but it's filling her up. So it says it takes about 4 minutes, and then it'll just be full and ready to roll. Now, if this works pretty smoothly, absolutely a superior design because we don't have to take this media tray off. It's not as big of a deal when you have logs, like the Dimplex logs just lift up really easy because it's all one piece. But if you have any sort of contemporary river rock or anything else on here, it's gonna be a problem. So this is definitely a superior way to fill the tanks if you're unable to get water to it. And then of course, having the ability to not have any vents visible is also another big plus in my opinion. So let's let it fill up and then rock and roll. All right, the pump stopped. Seemed like it filled her up, so let's set this aside. Put a lot of water in here, man. Is that because I told you to? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. I've been waiting like 10 months to see what this looks like in person. I'm so excited. All you other fireplace junkies out there, there's a ton of you, I know it. You're excited too. Ready? Here we go. Now, if it's like the Opti-myst, it's probably gonna take a while to get our steam going, or our water. I want to see if I can get the basic orange light going before I tell you all the tricks of the trade here. There's a couple things I'm looking for with the basic flame. I want to see how tall our flame gets. That's going to be important, that we get a nice tall flame. Okay, so I thought I'd set it up here, that way we can see it on a black backdrop just to see how cool it is. Now there's two different ways you can control this. Comes with a handheld remote. We also downloaded the app. So you have different flame settings. This connected via Wi-Fi. Dimplex has no Wi-Fi, so this is really cool. This thing's kind of chintzy, so I would just use it on your phone. What's really cool, so they have different flame height settings. So we can turn it down. And then we can turn it all the way up. So I'm gonna turn it on high. That's on high. Now, what's really cool too is that they have a speed button. What is that? Oh, it's running without the lights on. What the heck? That's kind of cool. So let's say you wanted the humidity in the room. You could run it with no lights on. That's pretty slick. I didn't even know that existed. Just found that out. So we can change the speed. Now, I'm curious myself what that's gonna do. Let's see here. Is it slowing down like the wispiness of it a little bit? Oh yeah, sure enough. I'll be a son of a gun. So initial thoughts, flame characteristics. It's definitely more of a wispy type flame. I think it's a similar height to the Dimplex, but is that a right word for it? A wispiness to it?
Yep.
It almost looks like a bunch of individual like, whereas that's more like a solid, steady state, if that makes sense. Okay, so they're slow. I like it on slow. Let's go all the way back up to fast. Oh my goodness, that's a big difference. Get in the close-up there. Let me get a close-up of that. So be a son of a gun. All the way slow. Show the folks at home. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't even know that did that. You gotta check this out, brother. Okay, so this is a feature I didn't know existed. So, you know, it's pretty nice and steady, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Lost it, yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Speed.
Wispy. Okay. What do you like? You like it slow or fast? That's
Slowing
middle.
gets higher flame, it seems like.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's interesting because the flame pattern is totally different than
It's
the
like
Dimplex.
more like.
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking?
That's the exact sound that came to my mind.
Yeah. Let me get a tape measure quick. So let's see, where am I peaking out at? Steadily around 7, right?
Yeah, the top of the wisps are at 7.
Top of the wisps. Let's see the Dimplexer. A little taller.
Yeah, the top of the wisp there is like 9 or 10.
So a little bit taller. Man, they do look a lot different. I almost think the wispiness of this looks a little more realistic though.
Thinner it is.
Now, here is the X factor.
Okay, I like
Boom.
that.
Boom. Boom. Color on, smooth. Boom. 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 Fade. Let's try a fade. Let's see what that does. Oh, ooh.
Packers color.
It's like green with yellow tips.
That's something I did notice is there's 2 things of LED strips. You see that?
Ooh, yeah, Mikey, likey. I kind of like that one. Okay, let's try fade 2. Let's see what this does. So far,
So far it looks the same.
Okay, so it looks like, it's so blinding. So it's got both, that's what it's doing. So it's using the orange strip and then the multi-strip in combo with each other. That's pretty slick. Oh yeah, that's cool. I think the flame looks richer with both LED lights. I bet you because it's more powerful. The fog is there. It's not fog.
No, it's a mist.
It's a mist.
Because it's not steam, it's not hot.
No, we know it's not hot. We know that.
I'm just kidding.
I'm
fine.
I think the extra LED lights make us taller a little bit, huh? Should we see if we gained anything?
Oh yeah, we gained something.
Did we gain? Oh yeah.
At least an inch.
I think I kind of like the fade number 2 and the blue. No, I don't. I like that.
Oh!
Stop. You're irritating me now. Okay, so I think we kind of went through all the features. You know what we didn't try was speeding up the flame with the colors. So is it more realistic than the Opti-myst? That's very, very subjective. I like the wispiness to it, but that's up for you to decide if you think it's more realistic or not. Okay. One of the advantages to the Opti-myst actually that I don't see this has is this doesn't have an audio function. So the Opti-myst has that crackling sound. That's not available on this. That's a love-hate feature. Some people can't live without the fire crackle. It's like the only reason they're buying it, believe it or not. Some people are just gonna shut it off anyway. So again, is that an advantage? It's up to the individual user to decide because on what your particular need is. The Opti-myst has the audio, whereas this guy does not. Outside of that, I'm really digging this thing. I really didn't know what to expect. I was sort of trained on it a little bit of the benefits of this guy. Okay, so a really cool feature that we haven't talked about is these guys have a UVC disinfection. I'm not a scientist. I don't understand the science behind it all the way, but what I do know is that it disinfects and keeps bacteria from growing. So you're not gonna have mold issues or anything because this is a high moisture content type unit. I will say in the Colorado area, our Colorado air is so dry, I haven't seen mold as an issue on the Dimplex Opti-myst, but in more humid climates, it certainly could be an issue. I haven't seen it come up a ton, but the fact that it has that disinfectant, beautiful. All the more so to love it. Okay, last thing we wanna talk about is media options, because we didn't talk about logs or anything like that. This product is still in the process of launching, so all the media choices aren't available for it yet, but I'm gonna give you the backstory on this guy. This product, if you're not familiar with Net Zero as a brand, they are backed or brought to North America by a company called Johnson Gas or Mendota Fireplaces. You've probably seen all my reviews on the gas fireplaces by Mendota. One of my favorite things about their gas fireplaces is their awesome brick panels and their awesome log sets, beautiful attention to detail. They're incorporating those logs and panels, those super realistic logs and panels, into this Waterplace. So as this product launches, you'll see here, showing some close-ups on the computer, but they're gonna have awesome logs and media options for this guy. I love the integration of the two. The reason I do is what you're gonna start seeing is as these products, electric fireplaces continue to become more and more popular, you're gonna see the line sort of get blurred between gas and electric. It's already kind of happening, even more so. Just kind of like back in the day, you had a wood fireplace and then a gas fireplace looked really fake. Well, gas fireplaces started looking so good that they looked like real wood burning fireplaces. The exact same thing's happening now with brands like this, brands like Dimplex, brands like Modern Flames that are coming out with really cool technology where the gap is closing. between what happens is you used to have a gas fireplace and electrics look very fake. These look just like gas fireplaces. So you're starting to see that happening, and it's really, really cool for the industry. So you're saying to yourself, Trevor, this thing's better in every way. It's got better media choices. It's got better ways to fill it. It's got Wi-Fi. It's got multicolor. It's got speeds. It's got everything. What's the catch? There's one catch. It's expensive. So it's a premium product. It has premium features, and you're gonna pay a premium price. So it is a big jump from the Dimplex Opti-myst. So that's, again, up to you to really see if you're gonna justify that sort of price jump. It's not close. It's a significant price jump. Now they do make this unit in a more basic unit where you can do it without the multicolors and just have the orange light, and I think it's defeatured a little bit. But even then, it's still more expensive than the Opti-myst. So for me, if you're gonna consider this as an option, go with their platinum burner. That's gonna give you these choices. And again, this product is just rolling out. We do have some inventory available. You can call or text our staff if you wanna have inquiries on it. Now, the question is you probably saw my other video with the Dimplex Opti-myst. I've done a multicolor video. They had one working before COVID. Since all the supply chain issues, since COVID, with all the other challenges that they've had since then, I wouldn't expect to see the multicolor Opti-myst anytime soon. I really don't think we'll see that anytime soon. So for now, if multicolor is something you love and you love the features of this is by far and away the best water fireplace I've seen. I think once Dimplex does launch the multicolor, it's gonna be more of an even match, but for now, this thing is absolutely awesome. It's exceeded my expectations. We're gonna be installing it in the wall here, so we'll have a full display on it. And we have more videos to come where we're gonna show you the media kits, everything like that. Also, I've been waiting. I knew this was coming. I've been waiting for this fireplace to do a new top 5 electric video fireplace coming. Dimplex Ignite Bold is not coming anytime soon, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to include that. But we are gonna be able to include this bad boy. And this is, I was waiting to see if it would make my top 5 or not. This is 100% going in my top 5, no question. So this is the Waterplace by Net Zero Fireplace. We'll have it up on the website soon. Stay tuned for more videos. You guys have to subscribe. If you're in the Denver, Colorado area, come to our showroom today. Thanks so much.